Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another mod primer for ThaumCraft. Today we're going to be looking at some of the items that you can infuse and do cool stuff with. So, a few quick corrections to issue for last episode. It turns out that in order to use the diamond rune on the symbol here, the iron symbol, to collect things into a chest, you need to have Viz nearby to power that. Additionally, something else that I thought would be cool to show you is that this little thing here can actually take items as well, and it recharges much quicker. So you can actually design a pretty cool system that teleports your items this way. Now, in response to a few questions I've got, there is no way that you can... Oops, I've jumped into our crucible there by accident. There is no way that you can use this to turn Buildcraft power into Viz or anything. It's one way. It turns Viz into either Buildcraft, Red Power, or Industrial Craft power. So, that's that. That's what's from last episode. This episode, we're going to learn about a few things. We're going to mostly learn about Objects of Wonder, which is pretty cool. So this is Arcane Tinkering tools. They're made just with this recipe and a crafting table. And you can make some pretty cool things by infusing them with different things. For example, if you infuse them with a compass, you get a Viz detector, and you lose a little bit of power on your tinkering tools. And your Viz detector will start going off if you're in near Viz heavy areas. And you can see, like, this has approximately 200 Viz in it. This has 4 Viz and is 100% full, this conduit here. That also has 4, that also has 4. This has 409 and is 55% full. 20 Viz, etc. You can see all this cool stuff. You can figure out about all your stuff based on just reading it with your Viz thingy. So we could go over here, for example, and say, like, no Viz detected on that, but these guys here, like this one's at 71%, that's the one that's been used probably. And if we go ahead and pop through here, and wait for a recharge, of course, and pop on back, this is now dropped to 64%, so it took like 3% of its power each time. This thing is not collecting Viz because it's not in a Viz area. But if we grab it, this Viz condenser, and bring it over to an area where we're detecting Viz, so let's see, like here, it should be able to start... Yeah, there it is. It's collecting, you can see. And it'll eventually start outputting Viz crystals now because it's in a Viz heavy area. So, this is a cool use for the Viz detector. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out now because that noise is quite annoying. And how am I gonna throw it out? Well, this is a portable hole. It's made with this recipe. And basically, the stabilized Arcane Singularity I'll get to later. And Enchanted Fabric is just made by infusing fabric with arcane tinkering tools, and fabric is just a combination of string and wool. Like so. So, portable hole made with that. Boom. Makes a portable hole. It's really as shown on the box here, just makes you a nice little hole that goes portably. And, yep, it goes ahead and closes up afterwards. And if you try and do it horizontally, it can't make one very far here. Okay, probably because we're too... There was stuff. Yeah, there's stuff over that way. But if we hop down over this way and try making a nice little horizontal hole, like here. Maybe here? No? Not feeling it? Not feeling it? Here? Okay, maybe not. Oh, there it is. There's one that's gone ahead and made just a nice long hole that way. So if you have your home, you can hide it with one of those. Ooh, gee. I've fallen and I can't get up. Let me go ahead and spawn myself in some dirt to noob tower up out of here. Sweet. So, those are a few cool items. There are a lot more, actually. And the basics for making them are called alumentum and nitor. I hope I'm pronouncing those correctly. Basically what you do is you get this infusion mold made with this recipe. And you just go ahead and infuse it with either glowstone dust, boom, for some nitor, or with coal, boom, for some alumentium. And then you can use those to make pretty much everything else here. And what you do is if you stick both of them together, like, oops, hang on, okay, 1 second. Okay, I've solved my problem. Okay, so basically what you do is when you put the first bit of coal in, for example, it makes you your glimmering alumentum, and if you stick that back and re-infuse it, you get glowing alumentum, and if you re-infuse that, then you get incandescent alumentum, and if you do the same thing with nitor, you'll go ahead and get your incandescent nitor, and then if you combine the incandescence of both, like so, there it is, there's the right order, you get this, an unstable Arcane Singularity. You can stabilize it by using some stuff, but basically I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it away that way. Because that happens. And bad stuff happens with it. There it is. Hey, we got a Viz Crystal out of it, though. Oops, and we got a fall, because we derped. Let's go ahead and tower up here. Just go ahead and make it lovely, lovely daytime. I've thrown away my Viz detector, by the way, as you've seen, probably. So yeah. That was the Arcane Singularity unstabilized. You can stabilize it by combining it in your infuser with an Infusion Mold, but to be honest, I'm not going to risk taking the time to do that because I might explode everything here. And that is not a good thing. We don't want to do that. See this thing, this lovely condenser is doing its work here. So, what else can we do? Well, we can make traveling trunks. That's right, traveling trunks. So if you remember in Season 2, Episode 2 of my Let's Play, or if you haven't seen that, whatever, there's this tree that comes to life. It's added by this mod, and when you kill it, you get Eldritch Wood. And let me show you those items then in the inventory. You can get Eldritch Log, Eldritch Heartswood, and Eldritch Timber, basically. I'm just going to go ahead and spawn some of those in for funsies, for super funzels. And what you can do then, let me go ahead and get some potion bottles, and show you some of this cool stuff. Bottle. Empty bottle. Empty. Empty vial, empty can, empty vial, empty bottle. Let's see. What happens if I type in bottle? Bottle, there it is. Yeah, glass bottle, there it is. Sweet. And what we can do is we can get ourselves a lovely chest here, and we can create it just by using our recipe. Do I have a crafting table? I totally don't have a crafting table. Derp. Go ahead and spawn one of those in, or 64, that works too. So, you have your crafting table, and what you can do is if you put in this order, lovely Eldritch Timber, a glass bottle at the bottom, then if you use this kind of recipe, except with a special type of glass bottle, you'll get traveling trunks, and let me show you those special types right now. 1 second. Okay, cool, I've just spawned in some items, and I didn't want you to have to see all that yuckiness. But basically, if you infuse your bottle with stuff like netherrack, you get this guy, Distilled Hate. If you infuse your bottle with some soul sand, for instance, you get Distilled Souls. You can fill it with Gas Tears. You can get Distilled Emptiness. And if we instill it with, or infuse it with one of our friendly old neighborhood, lovely, almost kills us, lovely little unstable Arcane Singularities. Quick! Oh god. Oh god. Quick! There it is, Distilled Hunger. And so those are all the things you use in this recipe. Just go ahead and grab that. And we put Timbar up like this. A little bit of Heartwood in the middle. There you go, you've got your traveling trunk. Each one will have a different effect. The hunger, so this one we're using the souls, for example. And if we just go ahead and plonk you down, I think it'll go ahead and hunt our enemies. Because it's got the distilled souls. And yeah, basically, yeah, different things do different cool things. They will eat food. And also, we can command it to stay just by hitting this arrow. Now it's going to just chill right there forever. Unless we poke it, of course. Like so. This is actually really cool. We can maybe drop it into this hole, maybe. Let's go ahead and store our... Yes, there it is. There's our little chest. And it'll get hungry. It's pretty cool. So yes, cool stuff. Good stuff. So, that's pretty cool. What we can also do, if we get some lovely glass here, is we can get solidified Viz. And how we do that is we infuse our glass with our tinkering tools, and this will actually infuse all of our glass with a lot of Viz. It'll take a lot of this Viz out of the system here, and it'll infuse it into a block of glass, and it'll make solidified Viz, which you then you need to use that for like a lot of these node recipes. I'm gonna shut this thing up because it's annoying. It's loud and annoying, obnoxious. So yes, this makes you solidified Viz, which you can use as a stupid light source because it doesn't give you very much light. Or instead, you can just use it as Viz storage. It doesn't actually let you pull things from it, but you need this if, for instance, you want to make these portable Viz nodes that I've put down over here. This is your guy for that. Solidified Viz. It's a nice little safe way to store your Viz. Now, you can also make wands by infusing timber with various stuff. I'll leave you to figure out all the different types of wands. Basically, you infuse it with different crystals, different Viz crystals, and they'll do different things. You can also make arcane boars and other cool stuff like that. A bunch of different super axes, swords, boots, other types of boots, multiple boots, different types of things. But for the most part, these are the basics of ThaumCraft. And because this mod is going to be updated, apparently, very shortly, to an entirely new version, to ThaumCraft 2, I'm not going to go into much more detail. Instead, we're going to start a new mod. So, I will leave that up to you guys on my Facebook and, my Facebook page. I'm going to put up a poll. It's going to be probably between Red Power, Industrial Craft 2, maybe Logistic Pipes, maybe a few others. That'll be on my Facebook page. If you vote there, you can't say anything in the YouTube comments. I'm not going to tabulate those. It's too much of a pain to look through all those and try and count those up. So instead, I'm going to use that nice, happy, easy poll mechanic on my Facebook page. Links in the description. Just go there and cast your vote. If you don't have a Facebook, mail me your vote and I'll add it in. But otherwise just use Facebook. It makes it a lot easier for me. And that means that I can spend more of my time creating content and less of my time trying to figure out polls. So, the poll options will be there for the next mod to do a mod primer of. This has been ThaumCraft Part 2. Everything that you haven't learned yet, it's pretty much, with the basics I've given you, you should be able to figure it out. And if you can't figure something out, the mod wants you to not be able to figure it out. That's actually, like, the intention. It's very cryptic, the mod is. Like, they don't tell you exactly how to use obelisks or anything. That's a trial and error type thing, but know that that's where you can do a lot of the really cool stuff if you spend the right amount of time with trial and error and blowing stuff up. Which, I'd rather save that for my Let's Play, because I think in my Let's Play that'll be awesome if we do some lovely trial and error and awesome exploding of our base. Also, fun little idea is you can use your verdant symbol here to make an EMC farm in Technic by just having it change your cobblestone bricks worth 1 EMC into lovely, valuable, mossy cobblestone bricks. It's a thought. I'll try and design a machine for that in my Let's Play. So, thanks everybody for watching. This has been Dratnos. Goodbye.